Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to this talk show. We're going to get right into it because normally when we talk about this topic, it ends up going for like 2 hours, but we got about 10 minutes. So I'm Foster.
I'm Carson.
I'm Luke.
All right, here we go. The topic today is Raintree versus Creekmore, our rival neighborhood, the county line series. And we're going to get it going right away. So let's talk about game one. Wiffle ball. This was a wiffle ball game. Played them game one. First time we ever played them. Anybody want to start off talking about their experiences out there?
My experience was videoing it. It was pretty fun, and me and Luke were the announcers. Just we weren't even really announcing. We were just heckling the other team. Mostly Conrad, because just why not?
You guys had the horns.
Yeah.
I think the greatest part was whenever your grandparents came.
Yeah, my grandparents came to this game. It was insane.
Yeah, and I had to interview them a couple times. Made it pretty fun to see how our fans or family reacted to the game.
Yeah. Luke, your turn.
Well, it's the same thing as him.
All right.
We just
true.
sat there
They both
and
announced.
heckled the other team.
They were the hecklers.
Well, he got to play.
My experience was
second.
Luke the pinch runner. All right, so basically my experience was we all sat at the field waiting for Creekmore to show up for like 2 hours. Finally, we went up to Ben L's house, and we waited there for them forever.
Just takes L's.
Yes, he does. But
Finally,
we see them, and we start the game. Everything was going well with the bullcrap triple play.
That's going well.
No, we were still going good.
Everything started well. We got
I
triple play.
pulled Zach out of the game because I was manager of this game since LAU won the World Series, so that made me manager. I pulled Zach out of the game and put myself into close, and that's when it goes downhill for the worst.
I gave him a good scream.
Yeah, they were screaming. Everyone was mad at me, and then I stole home and tied the game back up since it's in extras.
Ben Larson. Gosh.
So basically, at that point, everyone's getting pulled out of the game and subbed in. Luke ended up pinch running for, I don't even know who. Luke pinch run. You know it's crazy when that happens.
He pinch run for, I think, Zach.
Kyle.
Kyle
was on first.
Kyle pinch hit and struck out because I told him don't swing at a meatball that went right down the middle.
Gosh.
That was bad by me.
No, maybe he pinch run for Ben because Ben got on base.
Yeah, no, Jackson pinch run.
Oh gosh, this is.
All right. Anyways, this game was about a long. This game was a long time ago. So yeah, he pinch ran for.
Or Jack.
Anyways, doesn't matter. Basically, Luke ended up on second. I couldn't hit all game, and then I see a pitch come right down the middle, and I just swung the bat. If you watch the replay, you can tell it was just a crappy swing. This ball sailed deep into right field, and we won the game.
You can see the hit, but nothing else.
Yeah, we won the game on a grand slam. In the second, that ball went over the cones.
Oh my God! It's over the fence! Oh, I know you guys can't see it. Look at it's over! Oh my God!
The celebration was insane, and that day was pretty great. Game one.
3 minutes in. Now we're gonna go on.
Yeah, 3 minutes in. That was a little bit too long about game one. Now let's go to game two. Also, a wiffle ball game against Creekmore. This is Carson's game, so
this is my game.
You can go ahead and do most of the talking for this.
So pretty much started off the game. Who was pitching? Conlon?
Yeah, we had Conlon start.
Conlon was pitching. So Conlon, he was doing pretty good, but then Gunner hits a bomb 2-run. I think, two-run.
Yeah.
So he hits a bomb 2-run, and it was supposed to be a 3-inning game.
Speed up to the bottom of the third.
So yeah, nothing else happens in like the second inning, or the rest of the first inning. But then the third inning comes around, and it's still 2-0. We're going for 3 innings.
Basically,
we have one. Conlon's on first.
Everybody else for 3 innings.
Yeah, we're going for 3.
We had 2 outs. Conlon was up to bat. He gets a basic single, and Carson steps up.
So then I have to come up to bat.
Carson was not supposed to play this game.
I wasn't supposed to play this game. I just happened to bat, so everybody thought the game was over. Chase Martell throws one deep, just straight down the middle. I don't swing at it. Perfect pitch. Foster says that was like my pitch. Then I hear someone on the bench say I suck. I hit a dinger, and that's all that I know.
And that celebration was actually crazier than the walk-off grand slam because our backs were against the wall. And once Carson hit that dinger to tie it up, they actually switched their mind and said we're playing 5 innings. So
they
later on in the game, I hit a solo home run, which should have been a walk-off, but since we're playing 5 innings, whatever, it wasn't. Yeah. And then me and Zach, with our great base running, steal home, and we ended up winning, I think 5-3.
But Creekmore did not think so, and there was almost a fight between
And this time I came in and closed, and I got it done. I didn't screw us over, so it was okay. And the celebration of that game, was probably better because the night before they were talking some heavy crap.
Yeah.
We weren't even supposed to play them this day.
The day before, we were riding our bikes, and we said Tour de Raintree, and Aiden said Tour de Gaytree, and that just started a big thing.
Yeah.
Best quote from there is...
You can check it out on Raintree.
Yeah, go look at my Instagram account. Scroll down to you see a group of bikers. That was us. And read the comments. They're insane.
Look for Luke's.
And look for Luke's legendary comment. Let him say it himself. It was.
The ball don't lie, and the ball's across the home run line.
such a great day. And then game 3. All right, I'm just gonna talk about game 3 for a second. Right. Basically, this game was domination. We won 7-0. Ben threw a perfect game.
But then we had
he was only allowed to pitch 3 innings out of the 5 though. So Ben threw 3 innings of a perfect game. Then Zach and me come in and close it out. We won 7-0, and we all jumped in the lake afterwards. And then we went and had a lake party with Luke's kayak and tubes and stuff. It was that was maybe the best day ever, but that's what we thought until the football game, which is all of our favorites.
Sure. All right.
And it was not covered by any sort of video, so let's talk about that one for a minute.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna start out with.
Even talking about the pizza and everything.
It was not a sunny day. It was not a cloudy day. It was like cloudy and like misty. Like
it was a bad day.
It was haunted house type.
It looked like it was a day. It just looked like a bad day. So we go to the field, and it's the biggest field we had. So we go there, and everybody's just messing around, and Robbie comes.
We're trying to do drills, but, you know, it's kind of hard to do drills when everyone's as hyped up as we were.
Yeah, and Robbie comes, and Jack and Robbie decide to order some pizza. So we order the pizza and tell them to deliver it to on some road when you see kids. So
yeah, we said just look for a group of kids.
So the pizza man comes, and he hands it out, and we don't even have enough money. So we have to go run to Zach's house and get some quarters or something like that.
Yeah.
But then
the game is about to start, so we all grab huge
flags
and walk down to this pond that's away from the field.
And we had somebody text us when they were at the field. So we turn on the speaker and just start blasting. What song was it?
Tiny Dancer, obviously.
No, it was something.
No, it was Tiny Dancer.
Oh, no, it was Hell's Bells.
Oh, was it?
And then we all ran in. Creekmore. We even got Creekmore hyped for our game.
Yeah, they made us a tunnel and stuff.
Yeah. All right.
Aw, cute.
So cute. Then the game starts, and Luke, do you want to?
Let Luke talk. Tell him this.
We never let him talk.
I gotta tell you. I gotta say this. Drew was our starting quarterback, and he wasn't there at the start of the game. So I had to be put in.
Drew was our starting quarterback. He was at his house eating lunch when kickoff happened, so that was not good.
All right, Luke. Now you could start describing your point of view.
So I essentially played center and tight end most of the game, essentially. And I just went 5 yards downfield to catch the ball in case we needed to check down or something like that. Well, everyone else just ran downfield. And there's this one distinct play that I remember. It was like in the middle of the game. And Drew he faked long and then checked down to me. We're probably 10 yards from the end zone. Checked it down to me. I put my head down, start running towards the end zone, and there's like 3 Creekmore guys standing right there. I just put my head down and just doosh, and then they all jump on me. It was insane. It was fun.
These kids were trying to tackle Luke, and he's just plowing them. What? Someone text me. Luke is literally plowing these kids so hard. They're coming at him. It's just like, boy, don't try to tackle him.
It all started with Tucker. I shook Tucker off because he went to tackle me, and I just ducked, and he went right over me.
Yeah, it was insane. And if we want to name an MVP of this game, literally, there's not one.
Drew, Jackson.
Me, Luke, Drew, Jackson. Oh,
I can't even play.
Kyle was somewhat. Oh yeah, the play that Kyle did. Basically.
Okay, what about we gotta talk about the fumble. Oh man. What? Fumble.
No, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that.
That was awesome.
We can't just say.
Okay, there's no laterals, and then Luke.
Wanted the lateral.
He wanted the lateral.
Fumbled it.
So he fake fumbled it back to Kyle. Kyle picks it up, gets nailed. They pick up the ball, and next thing you know, they almost score a touchdown.
All right,
that's funny because Kyle's like, give me the ball. So I was just like,
But no, basically Conrad got the ball, and we were winning like 8-7, and it was only me and Conrad, and the end zone's like right behind me. So I was like, oh shoot, we're done for. And then Kyle out of nowhere comes up. Here's Conrad. Here's little Kyle. Just decks him. It was so
Foster thinks
incredible.
it's me because Kyle's wearing my hat. And
Yeah, I thought it was Carson because Kyle wore Carson's hat. So I was like, Carson. Then he looks up and I was like, that's not Carson.
All right,
It was
and
incredible.
now I'll go to my side, and then you can take your set last because you have like the most important of it. So, well, I'm actually the least important because Luke did more than me. Okay, so I was taken out of the game like tons of times. I don't know why, like just because I was the guy.
There's a lot of big guys on that field.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah,
a
Carson's
very big
little
guy.
tiny
All right.
boy.
But Robbie got in. But okay.
Whatever.
Besides that, so I remember one play because it was my only catch in that game. I told Drew before. I said, "Look at me. Every time I'm open right when I do this." So and Chase Martell's like literally on top of me every time I try to run her out. So I go out and take I just cut left right in the middle field. Drew throws it perfect. I catch it and get nailed. Still hold on to the ball, because that's the most important thing here. And then that's pretty much it.
We really try and hold on to our balls whenever we
Yeah,
catch
we
them.
really have to
Definitely
hold on to the
grab
balls.
those balls. Anyways,
Alright, so and that's pretty much it. And defensively, I just locked down on my man. They didn't really get a ball.
my point of view is they were talking a lot of crap early in the game, and then they were talking a lot of crap until Drew picks the ball off. Gunner goes up, grabs the ball from Drew, and they're both
So
wrestling.
it's a lock up
with it on
in
the ground.
the end zone.
In the end zone, just them two. Next thing you know, I jump in there, rip the ball out. And there's a whole pile.
Lots of people were on there just to make it
Yeah.
all like.
So
just
the
look
play
bad.
was Drew and Gunner fighting for the ball. I end up with the ball, and it was Raintree's football. So that was huge, and they kind of hushed after that a little,
the
just a
punch.
little bit.
Except the
They
punch.
started punching
Started punching
us.
people. What?
There was about to be a legit fight,
And then
Drew
Drew's grandparents show up and
show up.
saved the day.
No,
Okay.
but
Also, one thing I remember though is when I'm on the sideline, which I was, there was 2 cones separating the teams, and then one for all the other people. And Spencer, which was our ref, was just trying to keep everybody there. But I always kept going over to the Creekmore side and just screaming at him, and he didn't really care because he couldn't do anything.
yeah. Well, anyways, in the middle of the game,
He can't hold me.
He
I
can't
got
hold
this
me.
huge cramp in my leg, in my foot.
It's
And
your calf.
No, it was my foot.
Oh, yeah,
I just
'cause you
remember
took
because I
your
couldn't.
sock off.
Yeah, I was like, I was freaking out.
Everybody's
So,
freaking out.
Everyone's freaking out because I'm the star player, so I had to come out of the game.
This is the time I
And
came
I'm
in.
sitting there. This is my point of view from Luke's play. I'm sitting there as Kyle's massaging my foot, trying to make the cramp go away. I look up and I see Luke catch the ball, turn around and nail all 7 of the Creekmore defenders. They're all laying on the ground. He walks right into the end zone like it's nothing. It was so awesome. And then as I'm sitting out getting a foot massage, we had like 3 picks.
I didn't make it into the end zone because remember that was the last play. That was the second to last play of the game.
No,
'Cause
it,
then-
it was like that was our 9th touchdown because the last play was like a long pass to Jackson.
Yeah, to Jackson right at the corner where we fell down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was,
It was. Oh my gosh. it
but
was
just think of that.
insane.
We had one of our. I'm just gonna say it. Almost our best player
We only have
out of
1
the
minute
game
left in this
with a
video.
cramp, and then we had our other great players, Kyle, out of the game. So we just had like freshmen in, which are me and Conlon, and
You weren't even a freshman then.
not even
Yeah.
then.
It was
All our
basically,
youngers. Like
the defense won us.
we
this
had
game
Zayden
away.
in the game and Jack. Hey,
Zayden was the first play of the game. He was supposed to go to the first play of the game. Then everyone just ran in one direction.
Yeah,
I
everyone's
was like, what?
It was supposed to be everyone's here and then Zayden's here and everyone's supposed to cross and then little tiny Zayden would come right here. We'd give him a pass and all the defenders would be over there. But Kyle thought it would be a good idea to try to block for Zayden, which brought his defender and a safety over and Zayden just got clobbered.
all right. Well, that's pretty much the football game. Now,
If you wanna watch the soccer game, just go watch it. It was a fun game.
Yeah.
We don't have that much
So
time.
final
left.
score of the football game, if we haven't said this before and you don't know, it was 10-8 in touchdown wise.
And the story that we just told about it is not compared to what we normally would say because normally this talk would be like a 4-hour long talk in my driveway. It would be insane.
Oh, after the game, it was pretty big too.
Yeah, we had a huge party afterwards. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you have a great 2018. We'll see you later.